Forget everything you thought you knew about Chinese cars. This is the YangWang U9, a $236,000 electric supercar that can literally jump and dance. This is the Hongqi ET9, a massive Rolls-Royce-inspired SUV that costs less than a loaded Mercedes. And this is the Huawei Maxdro S800, a luxury sedan that uses cutting-edge phone tech to offer features no American car can touch. These cars are real. They are best in class. And they are already shaking up the global auto industry, everywhere but here. The truth is, the world's most exciting and often most affordable luxury EVs are effectively banned from a US market. It's not about quality anymore. It's about a three-part political and economic wall designed to keep American companies safe. We're going to show you the cars you're missing out on and the 3 brutal reasons why you'll likely never see them in your local showroom. Let's dive into the cars that are redefining luxury and technology. Brands like BYD are not just copying, they are innovating at a terrifying speed. They've perfected the supply chain, creating everything from the semiconductors to the batteries themselves. Their blade battery technology isn't just cheaper, it's safer and more space efficient, giving them a monumental cost advantage. Consider the Nio ET9, a flagship designed to rival the Maybach. It features advanced chips, a massive sunroof display, and a 46-inch rear seat screen. These cars are so advanced that they make current US offerings look a generation old. They are the true threat, not because they're bad, but because they're too good and too cheap. The first and most straightforward barrier is purely economic: the tariffs. Since the trade wars, the US has imposed escalating duties, most recently hiking the tariff on Chinese-made electric vehicles to a stunning 100%. That's on top of the existing 2.5% auto duty. Imagine a $50,000 luxury EV from Nio. By the time it arrives in the US, that 102.5% tax essentially doubles the price, making the cost to the consumer over $100,000. It transforms a competitive, value-oriented vehicle into a prohibitively expensive one overnight. This is a preemptive tariff, a political shield designed not to react to current imports, which are negligible, but to stop the future flood of superior, low-cost Chinese EVs from ever reaching our shores, protecting domestic brands like Ford and GM. Even if the tariffs went away, Chinese automakers face an expensive and time-consuming regulatory gauntlet. US safety, crash test, and environmental standards are unique and costly to meet. A Chinese car designed for their domestic market has to be almost completely re-engineered, retested, and recertified for the American market. For example, things like bumper height requirements or specific headlight beam patterns often differ. For a company like Hongqi, which has no current North American sales infrastructure, the sheer cost and effort of redesigning their entire fleet to comply with NHTSA standards for a potential, not guaranteed, market share is simply too high. It's another powerful deterrent that discourages any attempt to compete. This is the barrier the US government is most concerned with: national security and data privacy. A modern Chinese luxury EV is a rolling, connected computer loaded with cameras, GPS, voice-activated assistants, and sophisticated sensors. The White House is operating on the fundamental fear that these connected vehicles could be used for espionage. The risk is that the data, everything from where you drive, to who you call, to what sensitive government or military locations you visit, could be transmitted back to the Chinese government. The rest of the world is embracing this change. In Europe and Southeast Asia, Chinese EVs are not just competing, they are winning market share, forcing legacy automakers to slash prices and accelerate their own EV development. The global automotive landscape is shifting because of this Chinese dominance. So what happens next? The US has made it clear, the door is closed. This protectionist wall may save American manufacturing jobs in the short term, but it comes at a huge cost to the American consumer. We are denied access to what many consider to be the most innovative, highest tech, and best value vehicles on the planet. The best Chinese luxury cars are a technological marvel, offering performance and features that are genuinely disruptive. But the combination of the 100% tariff, the regulatory hurdles, and the profound national security concerns has created an impenetrable fortress around the American market. until a major geopolitical thaw occurs, or until American companies can effectively compete with Chinese manufacturing and innovation. These are cars that will remain perpetually just out of reach, the forbidden fruit of the electric age.